What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? You're here with your Reborn Productions Cross highlight reel. Today, you've got your boy, D West the Colonel, on the line. And the special guest is Raisi.
What's good? What's good?
All right. Other cross members that we've got going on. We've got DJ MMA Abdullah, K Blaze RSS, Streets Ali, and Mr. Smooth Beats on the track.
What's good? What's good?
Good.
So in today's segment, we're going to be covering some Raisi K questions. We've all got a couple questions prepared. So let's go ahead and start off with DJ MMA.
All right, man. So here's my question for you. I got two. So first one is, man, how was your childhood growing up? Because I could tell by your music that it brings off a good chill feel. I like that type of music.
Yeah, you talking about my childhood? It's crazy. It's crazy. Start from the beginning. I was born in the Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, and lived there for about 3 months or so, and moved to Japan. Yeah, I lived in Sioux City, Japan for 2 years.
Japan?
And yeah, because my dad had a scholarship for organic chemistry, so I lived there for 2 years.
Badass.
And after, it's cool. It's cool, but lived there as a baby. Then afterwards, I moved to Akron, Ohio. Lived there for about 6 years. And then afterwards, I moved to Albany, New York, where I've been living ever since. My childhood was pretty cool, you know. In the beginning, I mean, it was tough because we didn't have, the family didn't have a lot of money and college students, and you know how that is. It's tough. You gotta survive and you gotta, make ends meet and stuff like that. While my dad was on scholarship, he had to do TA work, teaching assistants work, and a lot of lab experiments and stuff like that. And my mom also had to work a little bit, so it was tough, but it was a great time, great time. Yeah, I was born in '89, but I'm pretty much a '90s kid, so that's a golden years. So it was pretty good, and yes, you can tell from the music I make, I'm influenced by a lot of the old school stuff, from that era. So
yeah, I was
yeah,
long time.
it was good.
What's up, man? That's crazy that you were able to go off of your dad was able to support his family based off of a scholarship, pretty much, and a teacher's assistant.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, man. Like, mad props to him for that.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, he made it work. He's a big influence for me because now he's got his own little company set up. He started a couple of years ago. He's got his own consulting company now for organic chemistry. So he's one of those self-made guys, for real. So he's a big influence.
Your success, man. That's dope.
You had another question, MMA.
Yeah, I had another question. Who went about telling you the things about the steps about FL Studio and your music programming?
I'm at his house right now, actually. Matter of fact, I don't know if he's here, but Major Capers is the guy who taught me how to make beats for like the elements and how to work with FL Studio and how to sample and all that stuff. So he taught me the bits that I had to learn. And then from there, I worked upon it, and then, the guys out there like Asus and Maxi and Karyu, TW, Shell Shocker, some of those guys, I got to talk with them personally because I was in those Battle of the Beat contests. And I always ask a lot of questions like, how do you do this? How do you get your snare like this? How do you mix and match and this stuff? And so they'll teach me a little ends. I was lucky and pretty much blessed about that. And I take those tips and all that, experiment all the time, look on Google, see how to do stuff, and then just practice all the time. Just make beats, just for the fun of it, And after a while, it probably took about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Like in 2012, I would say that's when I finally figured out what my style is, and so I worked upon that. It's a process. Yeah.
Fantastic, man. So the battle of the battle of the beats definitely played a role in helping you to escalate you and move you up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Big time. Like I remember my first entry. I forgot the sample. I think it's an anime, Nabari no Uno or something like that. But we had a sample of the track. I was like, wow, I had to sample this. This is crazy. So what I made for it was not bad, but I've improved significantly since then. But I was seeing like Max's entry, Negro Saki's entry, TWE's entry, Ace's entry. I'm like, damn, these guys are heavy hitters. And I was like, I want to be like these guys for real. So I just worked on it, and here we are.
Nice, nice.
You
That's
know,
what's up, man.
yeah.
Right
Plays
off.
RSS with his question.
All right. So,
hmm
my first question would be, what was your driving force when you were making music in the beginning, when you were first starting out?
Driving force in the beginning,
Yep.
fun. Just have fun. Like literally, always have to have ideas in my head that I could make beats out of, sampling video games and stuff like that. I was like, these are cool melodies. What if we can make a beat like out of so and so? I didn't know how to do it, but then Adrian told me how to do it. So afterwards I just made some pretty basic beats, and I was like, oh, this is fun. So I kept going with it. It's like something it's fun to me. So my first motivation is really just purely out of fun. Just had enjoyed it. Just wanted to make beats, and then once I entered the battle of the beats and I saw like the entries, how complex you can actually make music, then that motivated me to make more complicated stuff and learn how to mix and stuff like that. It probably took me like a year and a half to learn how to mix mix a beat, because all the beats I put out were like raw beats, just made it on there and then just rendered it. Like screw it, it's gonna turn that way. It was dry. So I was like, yeah. So once I figured out like the mixing, we can mix
He's like,
it.
you can do what with the beat?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So so once I like figured out those tricks and stuff, I was like, oh man, I can step my game. So that's what I did. So first it was fun, and then getting influenced by the other guys from like Battle the Beats and stuff, and my friends who also make beats around the area. They taught me some things, so I was really like guided for them. It was cool.
That's what's
Okay.
up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right. So, my second question is, if there was someone you knew you had potential, how would you go about helping him or her improve?
If they had potential,
Yeah.
I come up to them, talk to them. They have to show me their music first. I have to get an understanding of what they make, because everybody's unique with their music. So I'd have to listen to a lot of their beats, get a feel for like what they're trying to make in style, and then from there I can put some pointers, and then if they're really serious about it, like they want to make it a career or they want to make sell beats and stuff like that, then I could try and teach them, when to put your beats out and stuff like that, and how to go about doing your business. Don't
Like the timing of it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crucial. Like you don't have to be really like anal about it, but you gotta be certain ways of doing things. Like you can't, for instance, like with tagging beats. I know a lot of people on Facebook can tag like 100 people the beats. I'm telling you that's a no-no. Like I'm telling you right now, don't do it unless you got good friends that will put the stuff out for you and share it every time. And you have to make the music. So I'll tell them keep making good music if it's good, and then share it, build it up slowly. So have your good friends, let's share your beats with them, have them critique it, and then they can share with other friends, and it builds up. It's like it's a grassroots, ground up approach. That's how I did it. And
Right.
so
There was
people
actually
caught on slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I actually read a rule. I read a rule about promotion that you're saying right now, as far as like for every one post that you do of your personal music, you should have it's like a 6-to-1 rule where you have for every one time you post it, there should be 6 others that post it for you. Like every 6 posts of your music, only one should be yours. The other 5 should be other people that promote it for you.
Yeah, and it's always just what I tell them, if they make good music and they have that potential, keep making music. Because the more you make music, the more your stuff's out there. And it depends on how often you make it. I wouldn't put a beat up every day or so, but space it out so you can let the people hang and like what is he gonna put up next. You can put something out and don't be predictable. Like, make something, vary it every now and then. Keep them on their toes, and they'll be listening. They'll be hooked like that. And then you just keep going, be consistent, experiment, have fun, share with friends. They'll share for you. If it's crack, they'll share for you. Guaranteed.
Nice.
Because they're always like, it makes you. Here's the thing though. It's a little like trick. Like if it makes you look cool sharing something, then it's guaranteed it'll work. Like some of the beats I make, they're really like people really are digging it. And when they share it to other people who've never heard it, they're like, oh shit, how'd you know about this? You know this guy? And they're like, that's great, that's cool. So I think of it in different ways, but it works. It's like, oh damn, he knows about this stuff. He must be hip. He must be like real cool music and stuff like that. So, and it works out. It's a mental game, man. It really is. Like I used to not think this deeply, but come to think of it, like a lot of it's really mental. So yeah.
And there's free advice right there from Raisi K, the Raisin Man himself. Take it for what you will.
Writing that shit down right now.
Yep. Be sure let that soak in.
Yeah, word.
So, thank you for that. So I'm sure a lot of viewers are gonna appreciate those tips right there, right?
No problem.
I would definitely be doing that.
All right.
No problem.
Our next section of questions comes from Streets Ali.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I got simple questions. Just want to ask you, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Where do I see myself 5 years from now?
Yes, sir.
2 different scenarios. Either I'm a lawyer practicing in a firm, or I'm an industry producer trying to make different sounds and not putting up with the bullshit that's in the industry. That's where I see myself in 5 years. Like, I feel like by 5 years I can make a track that blows up for real, like blows up at least in the country. And people realize, oh, who's this guy? And they'll figure out, oh, it's Raisi K or whatever. And I can really be a household name. In 5 years, how it's looking, that's where I see it myself doing, working with artists. But I don't want to make this stuff that's like relevant or, well, I can make stuff that's relevant, not like the pattern. I want to deviate from the mainstream, but still be that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So still be that dude that everybody knows about, but still doing my own thing. It's a tough
business.
It's a tough balance, but it can be done. I've seen it. So.
Okay. All right. Well, another simple question is, how you feel about yourself and the work you have done so far?
I feel good about it. I impress myself every now and then, and I feel like I have improved over time, which is good. Petty uprise.
Be like, oh my god, did I do this? Nah, I did that. Pat myself on the back. Good job, Raisi. Good job.
Like, yeah, it's like sometimes I make a beat, and at first it's like, okay, I just made a beat, and then I'll go back maybe like a month later or something and be like, oh shit, I made it.
Hey, I feel you.
It's just wild.
Sometimes we do stuff that we don't know that we're capable of, and yes, you can sit there and brag about yourself sometimes.
So
it's okay.
I impress myself once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel good about my music, and I'm hungry. That's all I know. That's something. I'm really hungry to like rise up. I always want to level up every year, do something crazy, and just progress in my music and spread the word, spread the music out, and see where it goes. Because people are really
speaking of that leveling up. There's been a lot of there's been a little buzz going around as far as you having some kind of opportunities going around, and certain people have been noticing your music here and there. You want to tell a little bit about that? Some opportunities that are coming your way.
Why don't you wait your turn?
Okay. So I know some people. Yeah. So I got
interrupt my question.
I can't say too much, but I know some people who know people who work for Interscope, and a story that they said was that they were in the studio in Interscope Records in LA, and they were going through beats, and they came across my channel, and they spent like an hour or so just going through my beats. So one of the guys hit me up, and they were like, "Yo, we've been going through your beats. We're in Interscope." And I had to like verify everything and make sure they weren't bullshit, So they hit me up and they're like, "Yeah, we potentially trying to work later on." So Interscope is on the radar, looking for me. I'm not saying like I'm getting signed or anything, but they know who I am, which is there's a foot in the door in itself. So if people don't know, I'm actually signed to a production company in Atlanta called Fulton Yard Unlimited, and they work with a bunch of clients, a bunch of industry clients, all that stuff G14 classified, so okay, like but they have good clientele. So they've really taught me and showed me the ropes, like how to deal with the industry. And I really thank them. It's a blessing that I'm even part of the camp. It's really a blessing. I learned so much from them past year. So it's looking good. It's looking good. And I want to do a shout out to the family. Very Rare. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Very Rare. But they produced. You guys know the track Hood Poke by A$AP Ferg?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we talking about.
Yeah, those are the guys who produced Hood Poke for A$AP Ferg. So what's crazy stories that they heard one of my Mortal Kombat beats. My boy Tash Patrari. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. He's gonna kill me. It's whatever. But my boy Tash. Three guys, Tash, Chris.
Wrong in
it's
front
three guys.
Are you serious?
Three guys, Tash, Chris, and Jeff, and they heard one of my Mortal Kombat beats and were like, "This is crack." And they said they showed Ferg or somebody, and they liked it. They've been following my music ever since. So we talk every now and then. So they show me pointers every now and then. They're real cool, humble cats. So it's cool that I get to talk to people who are really doing this thing. Like for real, doing it big, and I want to get there one day. So it's like a cycle. It's like when I was in Battle of the Beats, I want to be like the fellas there. Now people say I'm like the guys. Now I'm talking to the guys who are in the industry, knowing how it works. I want to see how it works and see how it can work for my favor. And we'll just wait and see if it works. So it's looking good.
Glad to hear all that is going on.
Hope it works out, man.
Yeah. It's work.
Alright, and I know that question I kind of cut in between the Smooth Beats question.
Oh, you cut inside of me.
Oh, did
Oh, you interrupted my shit.
Yep.
So now I expected you to do that, so I got a third question. Because I know DUS was gonna do that. What I want to
Okay.
ask you, man, is how do you think that Reborn Productions and you, how could we benefit each other?
How could it benefit?
Yeah, how can we benefit each other? Reborn Productions and you, how can we benefit each other?
Oh, that's simple. I don't mind promoting good talent. You guys are talented guys. Just show me the music. I'm all ears, and if it's hot and I can put it out there for you and promote for you guys, that's a go. I mean, I can do that. Just to give me the word, because I know you guys are real talented. I've heard your music, and it's quality stuff. People got to know about you. What I can tell you guys, put your music out there. Like, be relentless about it. Don't be an asshole about it though. There's a difference. Like, be relentless. Put your music out there and share to the right people. You guys know me. I can do what I do what I can. So I can share your stuff. I know you guys made some quality tracks. I've heard it. So just let me know I can produce. And then, in a sense, if I put so-called stamp of approval, people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Raisi Man, he said this." I'm like, it's not even that crazy, but it's cool. But for real, you gotta get your stuff heard. And for me, it works when I promote, because people know who I am. I put myself out there when I promote for other people. So it's not that you actually physically, tangibly doing something for me. It just works out because if I promote for you, it helps me. So that's how we work for each other. So
Promote
just
each
keep me
other.
posted. Yeah,
Yeah, we promote each other.
that's my word. Keep me
That's
posted.
it. Yeah. And my question is done because nobody interrupted me, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no names, but
It was a thought. It was a thought of mine, but
we know who interrupted me. But it's fine.
all right. So now we are on to Mr. Smooth Beats on the track question.
Alright. And
Yeah.
it's Raisi K. The Raisin, man. What's good, man? But
What's
anyway.
good, fans? Good.
Yeah, man. I just gotta say that you came a long way, worked hard on your beats, it definitely paid off. Got a lot of subscribers. Gotta give
Thank
it big
you.
ups to you, man. And
Thank you.
and the question I got for you, first of all, is what made you get into beat making, or actually into making beats, and why?
Is it making beats?
Yeah.
Okay, so once upon a time, there was this YouTube user called Daryl Wingate. I don't know if any of you guys know him, but he used to do exactly what I do, which is like what I did in the beginning. He sampled video games, he sampled pop culture, movies, and he made beats out of those tracks. And I was like, this shit's crazy. So I wanted to do it, and I always, like, growing up, I was a big music fan. I had ideas in my head, but I just didn't know, like, how to do it. So once I learned the basics, that's what got me making beats. And I started in summer of 2010.
All right.
So it's been it's almost gonna be about 4 years now.
That's what's up.
So that's what got me to doing it. It was all
cool.
fun. So yeah.
All right, that's what's up, man. And I do have another question for you. I know that I've asked. Shout out to Aces Galvin. I know he shouted you out as well when we interviewed him. And this question I'm about to ask you: who is your rival within the YouTube producer community?
Oh, my rival?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I mean, it's a friendly rivalry. Friendly rivalry. But guys always put on my radar. I don't really see. The thing is, I always try to stay my own lane. I don't really try to put rivalries and all that stuff. But I would say the guys I really pay special attention to would be Aces, because he taught me a lot of stuff. It's only right. Aces is the one dude. He's taught me so much about music and how to mix and how to put emotion. I don't know if you guys hear his music, but you gotta have like a Kleenex box.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Kleenex when you listen to his beats. It's so emotional.
Yep, always had that by me all the time.
This is one of my inspirations. I definitely, I wouldn't say rivalry, but I definitely, we have friendly competition, sure. Um, of course, everybody see what Ken's doing right now. He's putting a stamp on this, and he's putting a mark in his music. So I always pay attention to him. Natsu, because I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's Congolese himself, which is crazy because I also am Congolese, so that's like brother to me. He's like a brother to me. So I always pay attention to him. He's got a fan base, so I put him on the stamp. So and I'll say those three off rip. I pay special attention to Karya because his music, I don't know, he's one of the most. I feel like he's slept on. Not, but he keeps an anonymity. I don't know how what I'm trying to say, but he tries to keep anonymous. But he's put some quality tracks. So I put up a shameless plug for him. Don't Let the Apes Escape. He dropped that. He put it on SoundCloud and he has the download on there. But you got to check that out. He does rapping. He makes quality remixes, and he's been doing it for the longest. So I always look up to Kari big time, like a big guy. And TWE's taught me some stuff. I don't really consider as a rapper, but I always look up to them. But the three guys I would say would be like rivals would be Aces, Ken, and Natsu. Those three guys put on watch.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So but we have a friendly. We're all cool with each other. We all we all chill and vibe and talk all the time. So it's nothing, no bad blood, but you know what time it is.
Yeah. We're ready to
You can get it. They can come get it.
You know what time it is. Yeah, and I don't even mind. Like, if we do beat battles and stuff like that, I don't mind losing. I lost to Natsu. He did a beat battle, and I did a trap beat battle, and I lost. But it was a good learning experience. The dude is crazy with the trap.
Was that the Asian sample or something? I think I ran across of that, and like your track is like.
But I get in his nerve. I get in his nerve because he put the better track, but I'm just gonna brag. I'm gonna say I think my beat like.
No, brag. Brag.
Hey,
right to brag.
I think that's what happened, but I might be delirious, but we all friendly, we're cool with each other, we're like brotherhood. And so we just compete, but it's out of friendship. And we learn off of each other all the time. So
he gave you that he told you about that Asian
MMA, it's not your turn.
My bad. Oh my goodness, my bad. I thought that was, it don't even matter.
yeah.
Nobody told you to speak, boy. You better be quiet.
Go ahead, MMA. Go ahead. Ask a question.
Yeah, so he gave you that Asian sample right on that time. Or you had to search it or
Did
something?
he give me the sample?
Yeah.
I searched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know he's with 21 and all those guys, J-pop. He's influenced me to look up those samples because he's done it for the longest. So I got influenced to check it out, and they got some good samples on there. So I found one for that battle. Got my ass handed to, but then again, people were feeling it. So that's why I was so joking. Even if I lose, I win. That's why I joke it all the time. Even if I lose, I win. This is how it is right now. That's why I can battle and not care. But just put my all in it and see what happens because people don't feel it. If they don't feel it, then yeah, that's a loss on my part. But a lot of the time, people feel it. So,
Cool.
All right, so my question is to you now, right? Mr. K.
All right.
Mr. Mobile.
Call a nigga out his full name.
All right, Raisi.
Yes, sir.
we know that your beats have reached a large crowd of different kinds of artists. You have artists that have come on, from people like Shizzy Six to Show Food to people
Yeah,
from Funk Volume, things and all that. Who
yeah. Mhm.
out of everyone that you've worked with so far, who do you
Uh-huh.
personally think? I wanna ask this without getting you in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you personally think has been the most pleasurable to work with?
Oh, like who I know is like guaranteed body bag.
Yeah, who do you know? You
Let's
hand them
say
a track and they
I'm gonna name
and
five. I'm gonna name five and then explain. Obviously, Shizzy, that's my little bruh. He body bag tracks. Like, just listen to his tracks. He body bags them.
he
He's
does.
got ridiculous versatility with his flow, and I know that if I give him a beat, it's gonna be his raps. Like I know for a fact that it's gonna put work. Like when he did the Dragon Bars, I knew for a fact when I sent him the beat, it's a rap. That over 9,000 beat,
That was
it
me.
was a rap. So Shizzy is one. My other homie, Dre Bars from Canada. He puts a pen in on my beats all the time. So he's hungry and he puts in work. So I know that whenever I send him stuff, it's not having a problem. A Genius, been working with him lately recently. I know he's nice with it too. Puts out quality tracks. And The Moon, which he just dropped recently, you should check that out. It's a quality album. He's worked with a bunch of us. Ken and I, Uriah, Natsu, a couple other guys. But he's been working with us, and he's really good as well. That's three. My boy Abomination Colossal. Um, I know for a fact whenever he puts tracks in, he puts bars that are just like over your head, but it's so deep, like it's crazy. My boy Young Tef, I also work with him as well. I know he's gonna put work in. Robbie Techno, there's another guy I could say I could trust him to work. There's a bunch of guys I know that that put in work, and that's lucky of me because it's hard to get guys that can rap their ass off and like put quality bars. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm lucky that I know a lot of people. Those are some of the few that I know off the top of my head. But there's a bunch of people that I'm really have fun working with. For sure.
Right.
Because I work with so many different people that. Oh, sorry. I work with so many different people that it's not like one guy I work with consistently. Oh, another guy I know, Calvin Scrooby from Cincinnati. I also work with him. And my boy Tian Klein from school, I also work with him as well. And of course, Mr. Capers and I. That would arguably, I would say, most pleasurable. It's fun to work with because Major taught me how to make beats. So whenever Major and I work on my beats, it's always fun. Yeah.
What's up, man? Definitely got a nice catalog. I know a lot of producers envy your catalog because they can't get a hold of some of these artists, and sometimes they wish they could, or they wish that they had rappers. I know I've even seen Natsu post, why can't more artists be like Shizzy, or why can't more artists be like A Genius, things like that.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
it is it sounds like you got a nice catalog. So.
What you got in that cup?
Oh. Good stuff. Good stuff. You guys want to know what?
Nah, we'll save that for
We'll save
that for the bloopers.
Ginger ale and something else. It's good stuff.
Alright. That's not
St.
water.
Patrick's Day.
Okay, that's good. We'll save that for the bloopers.
Yeah.
So my second question to you, Raisi, is you mentioned how you had learned a lot from Capers and from Aces, about specifically how to put certain emotions into tracks. So with Aces, you know that there is always some kind of meaning, or there's always something behind his music. So with you, what are some tracks that you've made to where there is a story in it that maybe some people wouldn't have known about? What are like two tracks that have really been something that you spent hours,
Alright,
days
let's
on,
see.
and it was like that track wanted to be noticed the
As
most?
of recent, what I've been doing every year, because last year I had a good friend who passed away, and the Brotherhood tracks, I put one last year, and the second one I posted in January this year. So my friend passed away. I did it in honor of him because he was a big Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy fan. So I sampled those and I made them, and it sounds really emotional like when you hear them. And I made one beat in one of my Lost Raisins collection beats. It's sampling Fresh, the movie. I was in his honor as well because I remember we used to watch that movie all the time. So I had to sample that real quick, and in his honor. So I know I had a lot of emotions, sadness, but remember the good times when I made those beats. So I know for a fact those ones experienced. Um, there's one that always the Kill Bill track is funny because when they were doing Battle of the Beats, you know how they have a versus menu, and you have to have a beat for it, for 30 seconds. So I sampled Kill Bill for like 30 seconds, not caring about it. And then Ken and a bunch of other guys were like, "Yo, you have to extend this. Like, you have no choice. You have to do this." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So I did it. And it blew up. And I was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy." So I was like, "Oh great." I always feel thankful for that. Whenever I hear that, it's like, wow, I'm really thankful for that. That's why, like, you know how you have the spotlight videos for your YouTube channel? I have it as that one because that one has a special meaning for me. And my first beat obviously has a special meaning for me because that was just purely out of fun. Sampled the Mario Brothers, the Hammer Brothers theme, real basic, but it has a special meaning for me as well because it's my first beat. So yeah. So there's a couple beats out there that's really like a lot of the beats I make is out of nowhere. Really, I just want to make it. Oh, I just heard this, I want to make it. But a lot of the beats I think about, like the Brotherhood series, ones I've thought about. Lines of Mulan, I've actually, it's half and half. I thought about it after hearing the sample, which I will not disclose because there was a stipulation for that.
You better disclose it. You better tell us right now.
I'll say it one day. It'll probably when you guys are like 80, something like that.
Wait,
But,
actual question.
I'll let people know. Cause
You go private message us later.
Yeah, when
I'm gonna PM you real quick.
when I feel like letting people know, then I'll tell you guys first, and you can put it on camera,
That's
and I'll
understandable.
be like, this is the sample, find it, and enjoy. But that really, like, that line to Mulan beat is special to me because it was just fun to make before, but so many people heard it like on the internet. It was like all over the place to the point where one of my friends, he goes by Petuski. His name's Patrick, but his name's Petuski, and he links up. He's got connects. I don't even know how he does it, but he linked up with Chris Travis, who used to be in the Raider Clan, I'm thinking, and Bones of Team Sesh, and they got together and they rapped over that beat, and it's out there. They made a track called Risk, and it's out there on SoundCloud, and it's got views on all that. People feeling it. So that's really special to me because I didn't even realize it was that serious. And I just made a second part to it, and people are loving it as well. So that's also special for me. Those random jumps, I call them. Yeah.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
That track, Dope Move.
Yep.
What type of feeling what you had when you made it? That was a real trip.
That was the one. That was the one when I made an honor. to my
Oh, that
friend.
was it.
Don't moves. That's what it was. Sampling fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Cause we saw ourselves as a guy in Chucky. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So we were reckless kids, man. We always had fun. We always annoyed everybody, just in everybody's way and everything. But we were all good kids, but we just assholes. You know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it hurts. He's not around. But I have a memory out there, and everybody who knows, he's a good guy. So it's crap.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well,
Still,
shit.
man.
I think
Yes,
in that
sir.
case, we have gone and we've hit all of the questions and whatnot. Now I know that there were some
Bloopers.
silly blooper worthy questions that
I got the first question too, so
the
just
others
so we can get to the bloopers.
yeah. So for now, for the series video, let's go ahead and I'll give our salutations to the camera because this will be on a separate film. So this is D-West the Colonel signing off on this Raisi K interview.
DJ
What's up?
Mabel.
K-Blaze RSS signing out.
This is Mr. Smooth Beats. I'm out.
Street Solid.
Raise man, you already know what it is. Catch me on YouTube, catch me on SoundCloud, Bandcamp. Stuff should be out there. You gotta figure me out. I'm out there. Thank you very much for having me on this video, though. Thank you very much for having me on this video. It's really an honor.